And good morning, everybody. This is Ralph, and I just finished up a podcast talking a little bit about The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. And we covered a topic that I originally wasn't going to do a video on, but the more I got into it, the more practical and useful I believe this information is. And so I thought I would share it with our YouTube community as well. And the message is to feel your message before you say it. When we're crafting our ideas for videos or podcasts or emails or blog posts, what do we usually do? We sit down, we start typing out words, start writing the script, we start writing the message, we focus on the words. And the way a lot of people do this, the way I used to do this, and still do if I don't catch myself in the process, is that we think about the facts, the figures, the points that we want to make, and we forget about feeling. We forget about emotion. Feeling and emotion are two powerful tools that we can use when we're trying to become influencers or when we're trying to get our message across, whatever that message could be. And growing up, I was a big Star Trek fan back in the 60s and 70s. Yes, I am that old. And my favorite character would be Mr. Spock, Mr. Logic, Mr. Non-emotional. And yeah, I loved Spock. But Captain Kirk, I kind of liked him too. But as I grew, I began to see the weakness in being too much like Spock and not enough like Kirk. Because as human beings, we are wired to respond not only to facts and figures, but also to feelings and emotion. Neville Goddard, in one of his books, The Feeling is the Secret. I mean, that's really the big secret that he has to talk about in that book. Feeling is the secret. It's not just, presenting facts and figures to your friends and neighbors and your employees and maybe your employer. It's about feeling. Get in touch with your emotions. And even more importantly, get in touch with the feelings and the emotions of the people that you're talking to. If people have a soul-sucking problem and they have no idea how to fix it, and you have the solution, you can present that in a way that really taps into their feeling of needing help, into that feeling of needing some sort of special secret sauce to help them become more successful. They don't know what it is, but they know they're missing something. And if you have the answer to that problem, then you can be saying, just one human being to another, are you not making sales in your business? Are you sick and tired of people ignoring you online? Are you not getting your message out effectively? You can tap into that feeling, that emotion, and just sit down before you even write a word of a script or an email or a blog post, or even say one word on video. Sit down and start feeling what your audience is most likely feeling. Get in touch with your feelings about the matter and get in touch with their feelings about the matter. And understand it from their point of view. And then when you craft your message, use key words that really resonate with your target audience. Don't just say, hey, this is a good opportunity. You can make a lot of money. Join me here. No, figure out what a problem is that your audience has. Feel that problem. As Robert A. Heinlein, one of my favorite science fiction writers, would put it, grok it. Grok. It's not just something on X. It's something that's been around for a long time. Get in touch with your feelings. Understand it from the inside out. And then craft your message. But make sure that you can feel it. Make sure that you are tapping into the feelings that your audience most likely has too. And this can be used in positive ways. It can be used in negative ways too. And this makes me sick to see marketers out there that will be tapping into emotion in a very negative way. There are marketers who use what is called shame-based marketing, and this sucks. Totally sucks. It makes me mad because I've had this technique used against me, and people that use it are just, well, for lack of a better term, a-holes. But there is a form of marketing which taps into the negative emotions that your audience has, and they'll be saying stuff to you like, hey, buy my offer or no one will ever love you. Think about a lot of the TV commercials that we see out there. Stuff about, bad breath, halitosis, body odor, things like that. They show somebody being rejected, and then they use the product to improve their breath, improve their teeth, improve their body odor, whatever. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, people are just drawn to them like a magnet. And the secret message behind those commercials is use our product or no one will ever love you. And there's another way of using this that is less positive, even more negative, and that is when you just come out and you say something like, hey, look here, loser. You tired of living in your mother's basement? Are you tired of being broke? Are you tired of that phone going off when you're trying to make a video? Well, losers, follow me, buy my product. You won't be a loser anymore. But if you don't buy my product, you will continue to be a loser. And I had one guy, actually more than one guy, but one guy in particular that used that tactic on me on Facebook. And man, he was trying to pitch me a cryptocurrency opportunity. And he was saying like, this opportunity is so good. You should really, bite on this thing. And I said, well, no, not really interested, because I wasn't. I've been in crypto opportunities before, got stung in many crypto opportunities before. I know there are some good crypto opportunities out there, but it's just something I'm not interested in right now. And the last message they sent to me on Facebook was the shame-based marketing method. You would have to be a complete idiot to pass up on this offer. And that's the message that got that a-hole blocked. So, yeah, you can use shame-based emotion to try to make a sale, but I don't recommend that. That's a very low tactic. My preference is to use positive emotions. Ask people, okay, what is your problem that you want to solve? What is a soul-sucking problem that you are trying to find a solution for and have not yet been able to solve that problem? And then once you understand what their problem is, and if you know what the solution is, you can start tapping into their feelings of needing help, of wanting help, maybe a feeling of being sick and tired of not making sales, being broke all the time, and in a very positive way, not say, hey, loser, listen up, I got the secret. Just say, hey, have you tried this? And then give them a little nugget of wisdom for free, something that they can use to improve their situation, whether they buy your program or not. Just give it away, absolutely free. Give them a little bit of wisdom that they can wrap their head around and have the option of using, whether they buy your opportunity or not. And then once they apply that wisdom, if they find their solution, if they're able to use it properly, they're going to look at you as an online marketer and think, you know what? That guy, that gal, that person, that's not an a-hole. That's a person that really cares about the people that they're talking to. That's a person that I would like to join in a business, but they rarely talk about what business that they're in. So I'm going to investigate that person, find out what business that they're in. And if you use the power of using positive emotions, getting in touch with your market, knowing what their problems are, and then giving solutions. And this information, it doesn't cost you a dime to give advice. It doesn't cost you a dime to give good advice. Just share your own experiences, share stuff that has helped you. Don't just make stuff up out of thin air, but actually share stuff that has helped you and give it away for free. And then once they see that you are out there giving value, helpful value, then they're going to be 10 times, maybe 100 times more likely to join you in your business or buy your opportunity or your product than what they would be if you're just out there saying, hey, this is great, buy now, buy now, buy now. Odds are they're going to say, bye, bye now, have a good life, see ya. But yeah, if you're giving away some positive bits of wisdom, stuff that's not just going to make people feel better, but actually do better in their lives, and if you can tell what their feelings are about their business, then you can move away from just the Mr. Spock approach, just facts and figures. Yeah, you can make 60 grand a month in this, or 60 grand a year, depending on how ambitious you are and what you want to do and what your work ethic is. And yeah, you just sign here, give me your name, email, and yeah, we'll send you the information. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Yeah, Mr. Spock there. Or you can be like Captain Kirk and say, I know your problems. I understand where you're coming from. I was there too. And this is what I do now to make a difference. You don't have to be overly emotional. Just be yourself. Because that authenticity, that's the secret sauce. If you're really feeling emotion, don't stifle it. Let that emotion out. But don't fake it either. But yeah, get in touch with your feelings and the feeling of your audience and use that feeling to craft your message before you say or write one single word. Get in touch with that feeling. The great entrepreneur Jim Rohn once said, effective communication is 20% what you know and 80% how you feel about what you know. He understood the power of feeling. He was a student of Napoleon Hill's. And yeah, he read Think and Grow Rich, probably read The Law of Success too, which is a book that I was going over this morning, which gave me the idea for this video. But he understood the connection between feeling and positive communication and using positive feelings to get your message out. Brian Tracy is another one. He said something to the effect of sales is 50% feeling, a transference of emotion from one human being to another. 50% of sales is a transference of emotion. So if you feel strongly about something and you let people feel how you feel about that, then yeah, that transference of emotion, that is something that will come about. Because the quote from the book, The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill, that got me thinking about this is that he was talking about the human brain, and that the human brain is like a radio broadcaster broadcasting, electrical energy in the form of thought waves, and a receiver receiving thoughts from other people, whether we're aware of it or not. And I mean, if you've been married for any length of time, if you've been alive for any length of time, you know how it is. Sometimes you'll be out in a group, two people seemingly will have the same thought at the same time. Or maybe you'll have a thought and think, this is just something that popped into my own head. And then later on, you're maybe a few days, maybe a few months later on, you're talking to somebody else and they have had the same exact thought too. because thoughts are not just things that happen inside our brain. They are things that come into our brain, they radiate out, they come, they go, they radiate. And once you get sensitive enough, you can actually pick up on the thoughts and feelings of other people. There are some very good empaths out there that do a really good job of feeling what other people feel. And that can be kind of a mixed bag, you know. Some empaths that do it really well. It can be a blessing, it can also be a curse, because you're picking up on all the feelings from other people, both positive and negative, and you can let it get to you. But anybody can really start doing this. And I'm not talking about reading minds, like a regular psychic. I know what you're thinking, but you can pick up on feelings very easily. And people do this without even realizing it. There are people that a person can walk into a room totally PO'd. You know what that means. Totally PO'd, mad at the world, mad at the universe, but they try to put a happy face on, not show their anger, but they walk into a room and one after another, people can feel what that person is feeling inside. And this can be used for the positive, it can be used for the negative, but when you get in touch with your feelings, then you can focus on radiating those feelings outward and beginning to attract people through positive emotion, positive feeling, and as well as the words that you use in your marketing message. But the big mistake that we make, to wrap this up, is that people think it's all about ideas. It's all about concepts. It's all about words. And that's about 20% of it. The remaining 80% that most people completely ignore, how do you feel about those thoughts, those figures? How do you feel about those concepts? What does it do to you? Does it make you angry? Does it make you happy? Does it make you excited? If it makes you excited, share that enthusiasm with other people. Don't just be a Vulcan, a Mr. Spock, and just be focused on just only the facts. Dragnet was another good TV show. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. And, guys that just were totally out of touch with their emotions. And that's how they did what they did as federal cops, investigators, whatever. Been a long time since I've seen that show. But no, you've got to get beyond the Dragnet type philosophy, the Vulcan Mr. Spock philosophy. Got to start thinking more like Captain Kirk. If you are sick and tired of not making too many sales in your business, or maybe making 0 sales in your business, ask yourself the question, am I excited about my business? Am I not really excited about my business? Am I ashamed of my business? And then if you're ashamed of your business, then maybe it's not the right business for you. Find something that you can get excited about, something that you can feel proud of, something you can feel positive about, and then let that enthusiasm come out in your videos, in your podcasts, in your emails that you send out, in your blog posts that you write, if any. Anytime that you see somebody face to face, give them a good smile. Don't just say, hey, follow me in this business, you idiot, or else you'll always be a loser. That may work on a few people, but the people that's going to work on are not the people that are going to be very productive in your business, and that is a very bad way of motivating people, the shame-based method. No, operate from a perspective of love, wanting to help people out, wanting to be a positive influence upon your fellow human being, and use the higher energy of love and excitement to get your message out. And don't just focus on those lower feelings of fear. I mean, fear can be a powerful emotion to tap into, but it's not a good way to motivate someone, I don't think. It's a good way to manipulate somebody, but not a good way to motivate somebody in a positive manner. I prefer positive motivation to negative manipulation. To me, that's the way to be. Positive motivation. So, feel your message. Feel what your audience is feeling. Do a little bit of meditation. Do a little bit of quiet time every day. Try to know what kind of market you're reaching out to begin with, and then try to get inside your market's head. Get inside their heart. What do they feel? What problems do they have? And then ask yourself, how can I help them to solve their problems, whether they buy my opportunity or not? And then work on crafting a message, starting with your feeling of having an answer, and present that to your target audience. And then once you give your target audience enough free little nuggets of wisdom, enough free help, then they are going to start becoming attracted to you. They're going to get to the point where they know, like, and trust you rather than block you on social media. And they'll get to the point where they actually enjoy reading your emails instead of sending them to spam. And then you'll get them to the point where they're warmed up to the point they're ready to buy your product, your business, your opportunity, whatever that may be. So start with a feeling. Feeling is the secret. Feeling is a big part of effective communication. Feeling is a big part of making sales, no matter what business that you're in. Even if you're trying to recruit people to your church, feeling is a part of that. If you can let somebody know how you feel about whatever it is that you have to offer, and if it's a good feeling, then yeah, people are going to be a lot more receptive. But if you feel negatively about something, but you try to fake being positive, folks are going to pick up on that. You're going to fool some people, but not everybody. Most people, they will know deep down. They won't be able to put a finger on it, but they'll know that there's something off about that message, and they won't want to bite on it. So yeah, get in touch with feeling and express that feeling honestly with other people, and see if that doesn't help make you more effective. So Ray Higdon, I'm going to end on this. Ray Higdon is another entrepreneur that teaches this. And he in some of his videos, he'll kind of make fun. He'll act like he's welcoming new people into his business, and he'll make a video saying, "Hey, how's it going? Welcome to our business. Glad you joined." And just very low energy. And then he'll do another video by comparison showing his real personality, which is always bubbly and saying, "Hey, welcome to the business, welcome to the podcast, welcome to this," and very high energy. And what kind of energy do you think people will resonate with? The dull, boring energy? Or the energy that kind of hits you like a loud Hawaiian shirt? That's why I wear this thing, by the way. I love it. I like the way it looks on video. And it kind of matches this message too. So win, win, win. But yeah, people are attracted to positive emotions. People are attracted to positive feelings. People like it when you have something that can help them solve a problem that they're feeling very strongly about. And if you can let them know that you feel very strongly about the answer, then naturally they're going to want to know it and apply it to their question. So get in touch with your feeling. Don't just be a Vulcan. Don't just be like a police officer from Dragnet. Get in touch with your feelings and use that for the good. So that's all for now. This is Ralph signing out. I hope you found some value in this. I know I went on longer than I normally do. Funny, this was supposed to be like a 10-minute video. Now it's morphed into a 24-minute video. But yeah, I hope you found some positive value in this. And if you'd like to see what I do by way of online business, it's an affiliate marketing school that teaches a lot of this stuff. I've learned a lot of this stuff in that school. You can go ahead and check it out using my affiliate link, ralphshomebiz.com. That's homebiz.com. And of course, that link will be in the program description down below. I like to put it right at the top so you can't miss it. So anyway, until later, this is Ralph signing out. Have a great day and good luck to you, no matter what kind of business that you're in. Work it for the good of others and be positive about it. And eventually you will hit your stride. So long. Bye-bye.